Check.
Check.
Microphone check. 1, 2.
Listen, man.
Hello.
How come when I talked, we heard him?
Talk again.
It's a little
Check.
delayed.
Is it? Hello?
Check.
Hello?
And we're good.
Welcome, hot off the mats. The nobodies are back. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody had an awesome holiday season. It's time to get back to work. Thought we'd bring it in a little bit, and we actually wasn't sure what the first podcast would be about, and our girl over at Fight Culture gave us a hot topic, a little bit of cheeseman, a little bit of fight community gossip and shit going on. Well, I'm gonna have her come in, play the tape, and kind of set you guys up, and then I'm gonna elaborate a little bit on what was mentioned about us in the Muay Thai community on a podcast. I believe the podcast is called Muay TV, and yeah. So, Misa, you ready? All right. So, Misa Axel, look at. Welcome, Mama, welcome. So please,
Hola.
yeah, kind of set us up for the videos you're about to show.
Sorry, I'm real close to you. My bad. I know I stinky shit too. No, wait, forget it too.
Not like that about them. Not like that about them.
If it's out of focus, just touch the screen if you need to see me. Yeah, let's break it down on what's in the news in the world. So we were brought up on Muay TV, another combat sports podcast, mostly on Muay Thai. And
oh, wait! I don't mean to interrupt you,
Yeah.
but you're going to talk about it a little bit right now. Congratulations on Fight Culture
oh
Awards.
shit, what did I do?
You're badass. I got to give you your fucking roses first, girl. Come on, beginning of the year, you did a fucking excellent job again, and you know, the fight community should really honestly, you know, appreciate the content that you put out, because you know, you keep it real, girl.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
appreciate that.
I
So
try.
thank you.
I try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, it's a hell of a thing, but it's fun, and I've grown to love the sport so much that I'm willing to put myself through some shit to let it be seen, let it be known, you know. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah. So I want to talk about it a little bit before we show the video and break that down. I'll step off so we can allow you guys to do that. But I just want to say my piece beforehand. So we were mentioned on a podcast by a fighter by the name of Cy Hansen. I will name drop because you want to talk
Yeah,
about
because
me.
because I believe the way he mentioned it was like he mentioned us, but like not really acknowledged us,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
feels disrespected by us, but yet
Yeah.
can't address us.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was brought up on the podcast Muay TV because they are pretty good friends of mine. I mean, they welcomed me into the Muay Thai community when I first started covering Muay Thai as Fight Culture, what Fight Culture is now. And
I've met the host. I think I've met
Yes,
Ezra. Yeah,
Ezra,
yeah.
yes.
No, he's cool.
Yes,
cool,
he's a cool
The show
guy.
was pretty good too.
yeah.
I saw the clips and stuff.
Yeah, definitely an interesting human being. I love talking to him too. He's his mind as well as kind of the way I describe yours is kind of just like only you can truly understand what your mind understands.
Yeah, creative thinking. man. Creative thinking.
that's all it is. And so the podcasts are good friends of mine, and they actually won an award for Combat Sports Podcast of the Year, and brought this fighter Cy Hansen on, and they mentioned in the podcast toward the end. They brought up the Fight Culture Awards because Cy Hansen was nominated. And,
What was he nominated for?
he was nominated for Amateur Muay Thai Fighter of the Year. There was about 10 at first and then got down to the top 5 and he was still on there. To bring it back, this all began fucking 4 years ago. So they asked him like, oh, why are you not interested in the Fight Culture Awards? And I told you this, it was almost like a cute little kid, really fucking excited to tell his side of the story. When you get in trouble and you're like, oh, what happened? And they're excited to fucking say their piece, So he looked all fucking cute and giddy, like, oh, I can't wait for them to tell me to elaborate. Try to play it cool, but even the hosts could see past that shit. And told this whole fucking story, and I'll let you guys
Well, we got
elaborate on
videos,
that.
so,
Yeah.
Because that's one thing. If we're gonna bring something up, I mean, I think the last time we brought up a little bit about what Miller had said to you before the fight, and we went to the video.
Yeah.
Look, we want to stick to facts. We don't want to get too emotional and get all fucking caught up in shit. So
Yeah, you've always said, even with like fights and stuff, you have always said since the beginning that video doesn't lie, and we fucking have videos. So I mean that works. So the reason why I wanted to say something is just because like you said, he kind of came for not only my brand but your guys's, and it's like we all got clumped into one fucking being this whole situation. And so I do want to elaborate. I know how you have your feelings about the Muay Thai community. I have my feelings. And
it's not and I'll elaborate on that, but it's not the whole community. It's kind of the way certain people like the Cy Hansen guy, that I just remembered his name a week or two ago when you told me about this interview where he lightweight kind of talked out the side of his neck a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I thought, all right, well, let me see this. And it's actually, it's going to be a good thing to kind of bring up because the Muay Thai community is awesome.
Yeah.
All right. But there's people in it that feel threatened.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude is what it sounds like. And, anybody watching this can, watch the video and judge yourself, man. It seemed a little insecure. It seemed a little emotional. It seemed a little immature.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just want to clarify that although he was coming for me in the way that I'm associated with you guys. And that was from the beginning. He told me, oh, you're part of Team Machina. I don't want to, with all due respect, he said that. And I fucking hate when people say that. Like, if you're going to have feel some type of way about something, say it with your chest. Don't fucking, with all due respect, or not to offend you.
Stand on your business.
Yeah. It's simple. If you're going to have that big of feelings, feel them and say it with your chest. I hate that shit. I hate when somebody pulls no offense, but fuck you. Fuck you. I'm offended and fuck you, but I'm not offended. But I am an extension of the team. I'm an extension of coach. Like the mindset I carry into fight culture has been taught to me by you.
It's what we do here.
Yeah.
It's what I spread. I'm not, and that's one of the things is that what I do here is I don't get too involved in the outside world. I'm completely immersed in what we do here with the people I do it with. If people are here and they leave, I wish them all the best of luck. No ill will to nobody, but I'm focused on what's around me and what I'm doing in the present moment, because that's what sets up my future, and it takes care of my past. And I don't have to worry about it because all I'm doing is I'm fully immersed in now. So, if anybody wants to take shots, I want to be clear from our standpoint. You take a shot over here, you better tie some logistical reasoning to it. And if you're just being emotional, then it's okay. I'm not going to put you down about that. But when you mix emotions with motherfuckers like me, don't get upset when I throw that shit back.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do it like all super angry or nothing. Some of it's going to be kind of funny. Actually. So please proceed.
Yeah. So, when this came out, they asked him, why are you so uninterested in being nominated? And he brought up the story of 4 years ago and then also mentioned something from 2 years ago where it was when I was dipping my toes into more of the news aspect in interviews when it comes to fight culture. And I was kind of introduced into the Muay Thai community as well. So I don't know anybody there. And so people were telling me, oh, tag this guy, because I was trying to do, you remember those fighter things where I asked you your favorite song and all these random fucking questions.
Like
so they were,
bios.
yeah. So that they were like, oh, tag this guy. I didn't fucking follow him. I didn't know who the fuck he was. I tagged him. And then he came back at me. And I have the text message proof. I'll throw it up there after. And he's like, hey, are you from that team, Team Machina? And I go, yes, sir. And he said, oh, well, no disrespect, but I don't want to be tagged in anything or do anything with anyone that's associated with them. And I didn't respond too quickly because I was like processing, like, what the fuck? First of all, like, what? Like you took,
Yeah, we're bad people.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you took your,
Yeah, we're bad
you
people.
used that much energy to tell me that.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I disturbed your
Well,
fucking day
he's
that
obviously been
bad.
holding on to something,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is completely unhealthy, side.
Yeah.
If you're listening, bro, and at any point in time in this is however you feel about it, we respect that you feel that way, but we don't really give a fuck,
Yeah.
because you're not even on our radar, bro, with all your championships.
Fucking
If you want to be, that's basically what I'll get into a little bit. You want to cut to some of the video that way everybody out
Yeah.
there watching this can kind of
yeah. Let me run.
get to know this dude and listen to this dude talk. I don't want to talk for the guy.
Of the year on the Fight Culture Awards.
Yep.
And you were definitely the one of the top favorites.
But wasn't into it though. Brushing it off. How come? Not into the awards?
Well, I don't know, man.
Do you not want the
I,
recognition
Well,
in that way?
I don't know if we want to get into that. It's on you guys. I don't mind it.
Yeah, let's get.
but-
I mean, go.
Hey,
it's
go
something
for it.
good to
I
talk
didn't-
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to walk out for a fight. Their whole team just fought my teammate and want to come up talking shit, getting in my face, being hella crazy backstage. I'm gloved up. And then his coach wants to get in my face too, and they're all ganging up on me. So, yeah, for them.
They're all okay. So, just to elaborate, he's talking about the first Muay Thai event we ever went to with Aaron, the prototype Klingart. He was.
the one in Santa Cruz.
It was the one in Santa Cruz. It was our very first Muay Thai event. We were coming over from King of the Cage MMA, and we were looking just to get more fights and get more ring and cage time. And Aaron was pitted up against, I believe, Sai's teammate from Sit Dong Young.
Coach.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
of his coaches.
Oh, was it one of his coaches? See, like, and we were just coming in, so we were the outsiders. I'm not going to say that we made an awesome first impression because we didn't, right? But the reality was at that event, I had been talking to Ryan Hodges. Shout out to Ryan. What's up, brother? And I believe he was running the event. He could have been busy, but I remember telling him, hey, dude, we're going to be running late. We were going to be something like the co-main event or main event. And I told him we were going to run late. But apparently at that moment in time, I didn't understand that. I thought he was putting on the show. The sanctioning body, which is IKF, had their own rules that we had to abide by. So what we did is we showed up late to that event. and they moved our fight up, and they were like all pissed off. They were all pissed off at us. And when we got there, Aaron went to the bathroom, and this is what Aaron told me. So he's not even around to answer for himself, but I'll speak my truth from my side. All right. And I guess this dude Cy walked up to Aaron in the bathroom and said something about, hey dude, you missed rule meeting. You missed rule meeting or some shit like that.
So he was the instigator.
Well, apparently this is what Klinghardt told me. All right. And so I guess what Klinghardt had said, and this is not verbatim, I don't remember exactly, but he probably said something, Aaron sounds like this. He's like, rules? Fuck rules. I'm here to fucking fight.
Wow.
That's about right.
That
Huh?
sounds
You're out there, Leno? Yeah, hey, fuck that. You're out there? That's exactly how you sounded. So that's the way he responded to Cy. So that dude apparently was very interested in our business. Again, it was a misunderstanding. We showed up, we just wanted to fight. We were ready to fight. So after the fight, after Aaron TKO'd his coach, I believe in the third round, which that dude was cool. He was walking out, and this team he was talking about, I think, what were you, like 11, 12 years old at that time?
It was 4 years ago, then I was 12.
You were
You're
12.
years old, bro. I had a 12-year-old. All right, you were there.
And it was me.
And it was Aaron and me, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about here, bro.
Was I the
All that
Viking?
fucking,
I might have been the Viking. You might have been me, coach.
no, wait, let him say that shit. Hey, so check it out, dude. I don't know what you're talking about, like ganging up on you, bro.
He's
I
so
was gonna
full of
sick my 12-year-old on you, motherfucker.
He's full of shit too. He said he was alone. Like,
No,
bro,
well,
your team was
no,
there. You were about to go up.
His partner had just gotten off. I think he had a teammate that was on next. And again, I'm recalling this because this motherfucker brought us up. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be talking about this shit. I've never said this story, right? Other than to the people that were there and witnessed it and asked me, right? So, Aaron coming out of the fucking cage with his belt on his shoulder, he looks at him, and I think he said something like, you want some too, or you want to get it, or something like that. And the dude flew off the handle. Understandably, bro, if you're emotional and you give that fuck about, you care that much that we didn't show up to rules and we disrespected the Muay Thai community, which again, it was a misunderstanding, right? Then, he was ready to fight. He had his gloves on and stuff like that, but he wasn't the next fight. His partner was the next fight, right? So what I did is I got in the middle, and I didn't want all the ruckus. I didn't want all the yelling and shit. And all I said was, bro, you can get it, bro, if you want. That's it. That's all I said. And what I meant by that was we don't have to yell. If you want to fight, bro, we can fight. We're all fighters. So who you want to fight? You want to fight fucking Güero? You want to fucking hit me? I don't have to talk that much when shit like this goes down.
You never do.
No, I just tell my piece. It's like, bro, you can get it. That's all I said. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So he got his chonies all in a bunch, right? So we walked out of there fucking swinging our balls, whatever, right? That's the way we're there to fucking fight, right? So what had happened is the next show we did for IKF, it was a Legends. Shout out to Legends, Crew Sam and Mai, also awesome people. Like I said, I don't want to generalize the Muay Thai community, but this was said on Muay TV, and it was said by he's a 9-time champion?
9-time
I don't even fucking
champion,
know,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I don't even know. So
I didn't know until the podcast either.
So we had an
congrats.
event at Legends, I want to say maybe a month or a month and a half after, and it was Johnny fighting for his first title. And he was going to be the co-main event of that show over in Oakland. And we were at weigh-ins. And I was walking to the bathroom, and I noticed he was walking probably about 6-7 feet away from me. And he was mad dogging me, And I was like, don't say anything. Just go to the bathroom. If the dude really wants some, he'll go meet me in the bathroom while I'm taking a leak, and we can fucking handle it, And he didn't. And I figured, well, fuck it. If he's still staring at me, I'm going to stop and be like, what's wrong, bro? And I was walking back and he was staring at me and I went to stop and he put his hands up and he was like, hey, don't be mad dogging me. He goes, I don't like you. You don't like me. We don't have to fucking disrespect each other. We don't have to talk. And I was like, what, bro? I looked at him and he was a distance away from me. I mean, I could have closed that distance if he would have got aggressive, but he was just kind of like waving his hands around. And I said, bro, how old are you? And I'm 27. I'm a grown man. I said, bro, you're acting like a child. Man, you know what? Fuck that and this and that. I don't remember exactly what he said because it just sounded like a child having a tantrum.
You had sunglasses on.
And
too.
I had sunglasses
Like,
on, man. I'm like, what do you mean I'm mad dogging? Bro,
Yeah.
you're looking at me. I'm a grown fucking man. You
Can
want to do
confirm.
something, homie? Let's do it.
You did have sunglasses on. You came back
You know
to
what
the
I'm saying?
back with sunglasses
I'm
on.
not playing, it's like, what is this? And I took my sunglasses off and I looked at him. I said, bro, you're acting like a child. I don't give a fuck what you say. And he looked at me and he goes, and I'll never forget that shit. He goes, and I looked at him and I realized at that point I was dealing with a fucking half-wit and it's not even worth my time.
Yeah.
And whatever grudge he's holding, may he be at peace with that shit because I don't give a fuck. We showed up, we had a job to do. If we're misunderstood by somebody, and don't get me wrong, he wasn't the only person at that Santa Cruz show. Like, the IKF guys were kind of giving us shit. And again, we were late, we didn't go to rules, whatever, dude. Those are all fucking excuses. We weren't treating nobody like shit. But we're definitely not going to fucking back down. If you stick your nose into our fucking business, well, then you kind of put yourself in the crosshairs there.
Yeah.
So all this talking shit, bro, I wasn't talking shit. What I said that day, I'll say today, I'll say tomorrow, I'll say it next month, I'll say it next year because that's what it is. But, so.
Do you want to play some of the video?
Yeah, because he said some other stuff that
let it
was
fucking-
completely suspect, and it's
Let it
to him because they were his words. I'll just sit back and maybe have some comments on it.
Got it.
And
to do that, and there was no reason for it. Everything was cool at weigh-ins the day before, and then
Give us a little more detail.
When was this?
Yeah, who?
This was a while ago, but hey,
And when
I
you
never
say-
got an apology
4
for
years
that.
ago.
He mugged me at every show that I seen him at. Not the fighter, and that's the other thing too. The fighter was big.
Was this
Big
somebody
dude,
else
couple
on
weight classes above
the
me.
awards that you were
It's
up
her
against?
team.
Oh, okay.
It's her team. So it wasn't. I just told them like
I'm still
hey,
learning a bit
you
about
know.
her and their whole thing. So I didn't know she was.
Yeah,
I
but,
didn't even know she did Muay Thai.
to me it was just like I've never done that. I've never beat someone's teammate and then ran up on them before they're about to fight.
So it's not
and
so much.
act like I'm gonna fight them.
Yeah.
It was a big deal to me.
So
you
it's
know?
not so much about the awards
That's a
itself.
respect
It's
thing, dude.
about.
That's a respect thing. And I can joke online and talk about people and try to hype up a fight. That's different than me getting in your face and saying I'm gonna acting like you want to fight with your whole team. And that's the thing too. I was alone.
with the
You guys
12-year-old
wanted to come up on me.
Yeah,
my
and
whole
the photographer.
team's,
My
off
big bag
somewhere
ass.
else.
in a Viking.
Yeah, it
vulnerable,
was,
a vulnerable moment.
It
to,
was getting crazy. I was about to. So anyway, I started blasting. I was about
It was
to
great.
just start.
Oh no, shit!
I didn't know what was gonna happen, and bro, this dude was freaking
Oh,
big, bro.
damn.
He looked like a big
Fucking hell.
Viking.
The same
event was this
fucking
at?
height.
You don't have to say.
Brother, yeah, it's
I didn't know any of that. That's interesting.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah,
I was happy to see you
so
up there.
it is what it is. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say any more than that, but that's
But the-
my thing.
So
But
you saw yourself on there, and you were just kind of like,
Nah.
Well,
"Fuck the awards."
They had hit
kinda
me
thing?
up. They tagged me in a thing. Tell us why you deserve to be interviewed by Fight Culture.
Can you pause
This
that?
was a while after this, and I was like,
I want to speak on this because I don't want people to hear that and think I have a big fucking head because I don't. I think if you've ever seen me talk, I've always said like I think I told you when like A1 blocked me, I was like, damn, they're threatened by my little 1,000 follower fucking page. Like, I've never been like, I'm fucking fight culture bitches. You want the opportunity to be interviewed by me? I don't give a fuck. I am nobody. I am fucking nobody. I never tagged anyone to get the opportunity to be interviewed by me. I fucking asked for your bio. I didn't know who you were. I don't want anyone to think I have a big fucking head because I don't. I'm just little fucking me. Like, honestly, that's it. That's all I
Well,
want.
no, he said some interesting things. He called the team, and it was like, I'm in my mid 40s. He was 12, and it was you, and it was the big Viking. That's what I thought was fucking hilarious. So, like, already when the question's asked, check it out. There's like three strikes on him. Number one, he doesn't really answer the fucking question. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Directly. He beats around the bush, pretends to not know motherfuckers that have been in his fucking head living rent free for 4 years.
4 years.
Right? and then he turns it to you, asking him, to grace, for him to grace your podcast and your awards, which is a little emotional, bud. And the last one, bro, that I think is the third strike, and it's the worst of it all for me. I didn't know in life that we took weight classes, Holmes. Like, I don't look at motherfuckers that I got a problem with and be like, dude, you're like 2 weight classes ahead of me. Whoa, bro. Like, number one, Aaron, that fight was a 175-pound fight. Aaron was walking around at 180 pounds at that time. Aaron's 6'2". I believe this dude,
He's fucking 6'2".
he's about 6'2", bro. So it's funny, like when we get angry and we replay stuff in our heads, the story and the monsters and the bad guys always get bigger, and again, I really don't have nothing against the fight community. I think I appreciate the way they kind of like stick together, but in the same sense, we're here to evolve a sport, any fucking sport we're in. And in order to do that, you got to kind of push the fucking envelope. You know what I'm saying? And there was no disrespect. The disrespect was when he interjected himself into our lives. So other than what I've said of the exchanges that we've had, other than that fight and that weigh-in, brother, I totally forgot about you, man. A waste of time.
Yeah.
But if you're going to say our name, bro, get it right. My name's Carlos Becerra. This is Team Máquina. All right. I run Alpha Fit. And anytime any motherfucker wants to see me, just please don't DM me. Don't fucking do the social media, because I can barely fucking use Instagram. I fuck up stories all the time. All right. But holler at me, man. Holler at me. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. If you want to fucking do something about it, well, I don't recommend it because I don't think that will prove anything. But guess what? Máquina listo, vato. Máquina listo. So sorry our big Viking guy made you feel like a victim, bro. But the reality is that there are no fucking victims. You allow yourself to be victimized. And we didn't victimize you. What we did is you got in our way and we removed you from our path, or we confronted the issue at hand, which was my guy was unhappy that you inquired. You were unhappy that he said something to you. You got your butt hurt because I said something. And I just repeated verbatim what I said, bro. So I don't know if any of that, take it however you want it. Like you said, it is what it is. So why didn't you just let it be what it was? I did. The rest of the team did. You remember that, Vato?
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Goofy funny.
Yeah.
Goofy.
It's, I believe, what's he fight at?
Fuck. 57, 54 maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's close, bro.
Pretty close.
Pretty fucking close.
155, 160? Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah. How many? Yeah. He said he got nine belts. What do you got? 9, 10? You're 16?
Yeah, maybe.
How old is he?
Multi-sport
How old is he?
champion.
Like that.
20, if he was 27 something,
Yeah.
then he's probably like fucking 30 now.
Yeah. check it out, bro. You mention us again, you can have the 17-year-old if you want, and if you want me, hit me up, bro.
Yeah.
So, like, let's move on.
Yeah,
Let's move the fuck on.
literally,
Yeah.
I don't understand why it, like, again, dude look fucking cute and excited to be able to say the story that's been living in him for fucking 4 years. But again, like with the awards, coach, I didn't tag him in shit. You can go back and look.
and then
He
the
was
thing,
never
the same
tagged,
thing
never
is
mentioned.
that what I've done is I've inspired and motivated you to go out and expand your knowledge and your reach in the combat sports world. I stay over here doing what I know.
Yeah.
And I just, like I said, I'll turn to facts and I'll turn to shit that happened. I'm not going to make some shit up, and I'm not going to make things bigger than they are. Like I said, I'm not going to fucking apologize for nothing. All right. Just like I ain't going to apologize to the Fossum ladies that run IKF. I don't give a fuck. You will not get an apology from me. You get your fucking shit straight and you do what you got to do, and I'll do what I got to do, and we all play our fucking roles and we go about our business. Because the last I checked, we pay memberships to be part of the fucking IKF. Right? We pay money, we take physicals, we show up, we make weight, we do what everybody else does. You know, all this extra fucking bullshit, like, miss me with that. Miss me with that. We don't care. Sounds like a lot of crying. You want to go? Let's go. You don't want to go? Then don't mention us. And if you're going to mention us, you know, put some respect on that. Put some respect on that, bro. All right? So, with that, we're past that. You got anything else to say about this, Otto?
Fuck you. Fuck.
Yeah. Shit.
The only thing-
She's her own. She's her own woman.
Yes.
I'm my own man. He's his own man. We're all very, very independent, empowered people. You know, but we do support each other. So if you come at one, you come at us all.
Yeah.
So, you know, be careful, dude. Be careful, because, you know, apparently a 12-year-old, a photographer, 45-year-old,
Big
and a
Mac.
fucking biking is a scary team, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Hey.
All right. Okay,
Motherfucker.
now let's get. You had suggested something pretty cool, is to kind of check out, you know, what I want to delve into in 2025 is I want to focus more on the health and wellness and fitness and quality of life that I've always been focused on. That's why, you know, everything I do is surrounded with neuro, physio, intrinsic, internal connections to try to get us more familiar with ourselves so that we're not believing everything that's out there. You know, there's so much crap out there. I mean, you don't even really need to exercise to lose weight no more. You can get shots, and they don't just, it's not just Ozempic. They got all kinds of shots now. You know what I'm saying? They have all kinds of diets. They have procedures, you know, AI's coming into the picture, which kind of brings up a topic that Misa threw out there, and I thought it'd be interesting. There's this cat out there that they just came out with. He came out with a documentary on Netflix, and his name's Brian Johnson. He's a millionaire tech guy who is coming up with, you know, he spends like $2 million a year on his health and wellness. He's trying to basically decrease his biological age and physiological age to try to live longer, you know, and not die. So the documentary was Don't Die. And I kind of checked it out a little bit, and I missed about the last 15, 20 because I could see in the direction it was going.
Yeah.
It didn't surprise me. The dude is eccentric. You know, he's an eccentric dude. But anybody that wants to innovate and revolutionize and do something different, I totally get it, bro. I'm a little different. You know, I'm definitely not as technologically advanced as this guy. This guy came from the tech industry, and he's applying this biometric system to optimize all of his vitals. all the way his organs run, the way his basically he's attempting to genetically and cellularly keep himself from aging.
Mhm.
And you can kind of see like his whole get down. I mean, the dude takes like I took some notes here, so I'll remember. He takes like 88 pills a day. I want to say he said he takes like 54 in the morning and another 34 in the afternoon. I believe he stops eating about 11 o'clock. He eats like 2 pounds of veggies every day. He takes
To his credit, dude's jack.
the dude is jacked.
Dude is jack.
The dude is jacked.
Yeah.
A little pasty.
Very white.
Very, very. But it almost even his skin has this like it's this oily little. It's a little different.
Yeah.
But the dude is like out there with some of this shit, right? His as the podcast as the documentary goes on, he delves deeper into the biometrics, and he hired a dude that is computing all this stuff for him. And I know technology is an awesome tool, but to believe and hinge everything you know on a man-made computer that can have glitches, that can have specific components in it that we know nothing about. We're just looking at what this guy is saying about the readings. And then when the biometric guy himself doesn't sound too confident about some of the rejuvenation techniques that they're using, he's like, you can over rejuvenate. Well, when you're fucking playing God, then you're messing with biological, biochemical, and you're introducing synthetic. Which I believe the dude, at one point, he stuck himself with a pen full of human growth hormone, and again, it's not illegal, but that is biologically and physiologically enhancing your body to produce things that it won't normally produce. Well, no, it produces growth hormone, not to the amount that you're injecting. So you're giving it more than it needs. That's kind of like what TRT is, the testosterone replacement therapy, so I question some of his methods. He is definitely rich white guy, and I see it. He talks about some of the hate that he gets and social media, man, it's cruel. It's cruel, man. It's like, it's a little extreme to hate the motherfucker for it. He's got the money. What would you do if you had the money and you didn't know what to do? What would you do with your money? Would you do something weird with it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Share with us.
Like stay alive as long as I can.
So,
Really?
Well, I
You
can.
go in that same route?
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
yeah.
How long could I live? Maybe I could be like a social, like not a social.
So like let's say
What would be a limit for you? Like a good life? Like I don't think I could go past like 150 years. I think that'd be my limit.
so like let's say they tell you, hey, we're gonna inject you
Not
with some
for-
tortoise
but
genes
I wouldn't
because
want to.
tortoises,
I wouldn't go past 150.
check it out. Tortoises, they live to like 120, 150.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say they took some of the genomes out of a fucking Galapagos fucking lab tortoise and said, hey, check it out, bro. This is gonna make you live longer. You know what I'm saying? Would you be willing to take that shit? And it was off in a third world country where they didn't have the same regulations in passing the drug.
Oh, that's
Would
way
you inject
different. That's
yourself
way
with it?
different, though.
Okay, well, but that's what this dude is doing. Yeah, that's why I asked you to watch the fucking documentary
Did you
about them.
watch
So you call it la patada. What a 16-year-old? Hey,
Oh, that's cool.
hey, it is what it is. This is what you get. Yeah, no, he's definitely, as the documentary goes on, you can definitely tell that they have this whole dialogue and narrative to kind of sell you the anti-aging science that they're putting out there, and that's what's dangerous, because people might think that he's crazy, and working class people think 2 million a year to fucking do what he's doing. He dedicates all of his life to it. Like I dedicate my life to what I do here. He does that to just being optimally fit and physiologically smart.
That's one of the
Charts,
things,
I should
one
say.
of the things that I was thinking about when I watched it as well is that because they showed his live, and it seems like this is the first time that he's been in that good of a shape. And
The dude is totally into himself.
yeah, well,
He
not
is
just
fuck.
that,
No, he's a narcissistic motherfucker.
not
He
just
is
that, I think
completely
out
into
of
himself.
his whole routine, I think what's doing the most anti-aging and rejuvenating is the nutrition, the hydration. And the
Yes.
fitness.
Yes. Well, here's the thing: is it's there's documented centurions and human beings out there that don't do any of the crazy shit that he's doing.
That look-
Dude, he's my age,
Yeah.
and I wear my gray proudly, but I could shave and I could dye my hair, and I'll tell you what, I wouldn't look as pasty and as fucking, you gotta look like lizard skin, bro. That's a fucking lizard, bro. He look, and like I said, like 2 million on looking like a lizard. Come on, man. Hey, I'll tell you what. We'll put you on the Poor Boy program over here. The oxidative stress and oxidative capacity training, VO2 max, the extremes. But that's what's being sold. And again, what I took out of it is that is exactly the reason why I started AlphaFit. Is because the fitness industry is and AI and technology is going to fucking completely change the way way we look at health and wellness completely, and before that happens, AlphaFit being the beginning, I would like people to come back to their organic human Homo sapien roots and realize that there's really only 5 things we need to do. It's water, nutrition, exercise or movement, variety movement, multifaceted movement. Weights help, but it doesn't have to be heavy, right? You compile that with stretching, massaging, maybe some heat or some ice therapy, anything that has to do with your body recovering, a day at the spa, the cucumbers on the eyes and shit, and last but not least is your mind. Mm-hmm. He makes a comment and that he's detaching himself from his mind in order to optimally make his biological and physiological makeup as efficient and as
eliminate thoughts, emotions, and
but that's what a computer does.
Yeah.
And that's where I don't see the logic in computers were created by man. Now they're figuring out how to make computers educate themselves,
right?
To where they talk about AI singularity,
Mm-hmm.
To where, so what we're doing is we're putting the power in the hands of something that has no control over self, only knows to continue to intellectualize and learn and basically block out anything that's not willing to do that. Well, if you've checked in culture and society lately, y'all motherfuckers need to catch up, because our for as much knowledge is out there, we got some fucking straight
people.
Some dumb motherfuckers. Like, and here's the thing is I use stupid a lot, but stupid is everywhere. Stupid is everywhere. And I think the word stupid has gotten a stigma. Like it's like you're insult, bro. Kind of like that vato talking. Mm-hmm. If you guys heard what he was saying, I mean, look, I didn't make none of that shit up. This was coming out of a human being's voice. This is a grown man with, I believe he has a child, and that's what happens, man. In the documentary, he points out that the mind is dead. The mind is a dead thing. Our minds are dead. We're wasting our minds. No, bro. I don't believe that. I believe I'm creative and I'm innovative on a daily basis. I don't write curriculums down. I create curriculums on a daily basis depending on the human being that I'm working on. I'm constantly innovating and creating inside of my head, just like a computer would, right? Now, a computer is good to get stats, take logs, right? And assist in the process of intelligence. But we basically put it in the hands of people that don't need to tell us what AI is actually doing.
Yeah.
So, they're sparking fear of AI singularity when how do we know we're not already there? You know what I'm saying? And the way I look at it is nothing's going to save you from that shit. But you can save yourself from investing too much in that shit. And you can decide to take more control over yourself. And you can decide to not have a dead brain, or dead mind.
That's our mind's ability to kind of like create the experience of life and consciousness. That's one of the biggest gifts that we have in life. So why would you want to separate yourself from that?
Life, man.
Yeah,
It's
Kind
life.
of what makes us human.
exactly.
Yeah. It's what and the not dying thing, I've worked with a lot of seniors. I've had seniors pass on me, and usually around the 80-year mark, I've had seniors tell me, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Everything's hurting. Everything, I'm ready to stop being in pain. I don't want to take all these pills. I don't want to go to the doctor all the time. I can't shower by myself. I can't, and I'm over here trying to get whatever I can out of them just to continue that will to live and try to eke out whatever quality of life they can before it's over. But that's really what life and health and wellness and fitness is to me. It's balance, because there's no education out there on balance. There's no education out there on how to deal with real life. There's just these box checking, technological.
There's a misunderstanding with balance, and like people think of balance as like you have to be like a monk and you have to meditate.
No, not at all. I'm a psycho, bro. I have my faults like everybody else,
Yeah.
but I've learned to balance shit.
Mhm.
Now, it doesn't mean I won't fly off the rocker. We've had some fucking events where people, like the IKF one here in Turlock and like Reno, I'll fly off the fucking hinges, but I'll do it right there in the moment because I'm in the moment and I want that moment addressed.
You don't go home and
I don't go home. Yeah, I don't hold on to it for 4 years.
said something.
I don't hold on to it for 4 years. I don't. I let it out right then and there. All right. If it needs to be directed at somebody, I'll direct it at the person it needs to be. If it's not directed at anybody, then I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Even if it looks crazy and it sounds crazy, I'm not hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is what happened in Turlock, but the reality is that I'm not so I'm about authenticity, man. I'm about being the same human being any time of the day, any day of the week, any week out of the month, any month out of the year, bro. And to do that, you have to be present and aware of self. And when this guy says that the mind is dead, our minds are not dead. They're dormant. They're dormant. And technology is a tool.
Yeah.
It's not a teacher.
Manipulation tool.
It's not a fucking teacher. All right. That's why I hate the kids these days. They want to know something, they Google it. Google is not going to teach you. Google is going to inform you. All right. Teaching would mean that somebody that actually experienced it is taking you out and having you embrace the experience and the presence of learning. All right. And that's where I think technology, it blurs lines because it gives a bunch of fucking dum-dums the idea that they fucking know what they're talking about. And it sounds good in theory, but put that motherfucker in a burning house.
Yeah.
See how that shit goes down.
because it's just knowledge without experience.
Put that motherfucker underwater.
Panic.
Yeah, put that motherfucker with some pressure. That's what I do. That's what we do here. That's what the brand is all about. So like that dude got all off the handle. Bro, all you did was validate and confirm that we're good at what we do. Because that's exactly what our brand does, eh? If we're fighting or we're in the fight community, we want everybody to know if we can live rent free in your fucking head, then that means A, it's going to make you fight harder when you come to the table with us. So we're going to get the best of you. And B, right? We've already fucking won. We've already fucking won. Win, lose, or draw, we've already fucking won. Our minds are fucking stronger. And that's what I teach here. So all that dude did was prove that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's all he did. You know, and anybody that wants to come in with their ideas and I'm open to all of it. That's the thing is people don't really know how to communicate. They know how to post. They know how to put reels out. They know how to do videos. They know how to, like that dude was talking. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm a direct human being.
Yeah, that's getting lost. Is that human to human community?
The human contact, and that's what we do here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny that I remember, Misa, I remember when we started and you started helping me with my media stuff and basically doing it because the lights, everything you guys see, this is her. This is her. This is not me. I don't know shit about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's my boss in this department. So at the beginning where I told you that I wanted us to create this aura and this mentality and this energy that cannot be denied. And I'm sorry, but that dude validated that. He's not the only one, you know, your last opponent, you know, he gave you respect though when he came out on social media on his, what was that? The face-to-face with Elizondo. Even Elizondo, both respectful, stay respectful. You know, they mentioned your name, man. You know, thank you guys. You know, much respect to you guys. You guys were worthy opponents. You didn't bitch and moan. You didn't get your fucking chonies in a bunch and then go and try to talk shit, or you didn't talk shit and then, you know, and then retract and give the respect due.
That's
So
what we're all here to do is just to freaking put ourselves out there in the fire and see if we can make ourselves better.
and the reality is respect is reciprocal.
Exactly.
So I'm an eye for an eye human being. I think I've said that before. Respect is reciprocal. So you know, the whole idea of wellness, fitness is being empowered and strong and confident in yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like as we watch that, hey, thanks for the tip on the don't dive, but that fool, that's all propaganda. That's all propaganda. And the people that watch that, the dude loves that Brian Johnson guy loves that you guys tune in. He gets paid for that shit. He's a really smart guy. But the reality is I didn't see none of what we do, what he does relevant to what we do. What we do is we actually strip everything down to where what would you do if you didn't have a fucking penny?
Yeah.
How would you make yourself better and in control of yourself? And the balance thing, but everybody has their own balance. We're all cellular, molecular human beings.
Mm-hmm.
We're all Homo sapiens, right? So in a sense, right? In a sense, that energy, what we do with it is all under our control.
I believe that everything has a spectrum to it, and my balance lands on a different spectrum than your balance.
Absolutely.
Lands on a different spectrum than your
Absolutely.
balance.
Everybody
It's not
got their
for
own
everybody.
balance. Everybody got their own balance. And that's one of the things that when I approach things, I don't approach things here, cookie cutter
Yeah.
or redundant
Like this
or
is the only way, and if you don't do it, this
no,
exact
look,
way-
what I think is everything out there, you should take bits and pieces of it and apply it to your balance.
Yeah.
not the whole fucking thing. Don't hang on what everybody says. Don't hang on what I say.
That takes you away from like wanting to learn more and get better. You stay stuck on that one thing.
Well, you're depending on something else to the point to where when are you going to develop your own will? When are you going to develop your own character?
You're not.
When are you going to do? You're not. And then it is, your mind is dead. So, Brian Johnson, dude, you're fucking a great businessman, really smart. You're rich. That's pretty impressive, but I got sick of you after an hour. And all you taught me, you validated the direction that I'm going in with actually spreading education and truth. Because one thing, we'll end it with this. Check it out. All right. I like to keep things fucking simple. And the reason for that is that truth is simple. Lies are complicated. So if you can't figure it the fuck out and you think something's complicated, come over here. I'm going to tell you the truth about it. If you don't fucking like it and you go off thinking the guy's an asshole, well, at least you got the authentic me. And I didn't lie to you. I'm here to help you. Right? If you get your chonies in a bunch, I piss you off and I tell you you can get it and you don't want it, then, hey, bro, like, keep it to yourself. And if you want to do something about it, do something about it. Around here, actions speak louder than words. And we're going to stick to the truth. And, fuck your feelings. Stay strong.